Welcome back to the kickoff, and I'm going to start doing some news stories on this channel for you lot. And we're starting with Kyle Walker, who's been flashing things at a bar to women to impress them. Now, I know you're probably wondering, what was he flashing? Was it his Rolex car case? No, it was his cock. Yeah, his penis. I mean, it wasn't just the flashing, as you'll see on the news story here. It was flashing, touching, grinding, kissing. The grinding we can, allow, because maybe a good tune came on, and you know that grind on me. Yeah, you know that one. That was a banger. What a tune. Anyway, it's not the first time Kyle Walker has been up to no good. Remember that sex party he hosted? This was during COVID as well. He was really living it up, Ja Rule style. Kyle Walker hosted a sex party with 2 hookers, because one's just not enough sometimes. You need a bit of everything when you're a stallion like Kyle Walker. I don't know if he's a stallion, to be honest. I haven't. They've blurred it out on the CCTV. A day before, urging fans to stay at home. I rate it. You gotta rate it. The man gives no fucks at all, doesn't he? Was this a stay-at-home video? He's such a liar, isn't he? There you go, love. How much for it? The reason this is interesting is because flashing people comes at a cost. You know, some people actually go to jail. And I'm not saying that Kyle Walker is actually a horrendous, potential lunatic, but a lot of serial killers and stuff like that, they start off like this. They start off by flashing women. I'm just saying, it's not a good look, is it? And the funniest bit about this on Twitter was so many people replying to the news story of could face 2 years in prison, and loads of people were outraged by the mention of 2 years and not outraged by the fact that he flashed random women his cock in a bar. Yeah, that's Twitter for you. I mean, who hasn't flashed their dick at strangers at some point in their life, do you know? Give the lad a break. It's just a penis. We've all got one, even some women. The Man City ace, 32, dirty danced with a woman. I don't know if that means he actually did all the moves from Dirty Dancing like Patrick Swayze, or if it was just a bit of grinding. You could just imagine he'd be really good at the bit at the end. I've had the time of my... He arrived drunk and boozed with his male pals from 5:30 on Sunday. It was just a post-match pint. I really don't see the big deal. The best bit about it is when you find out he's got a wife. In the news stories that came up 2 days beforehand, this was posted. Kyle Walker looks more loved up than ever as he locks lips with wife Annie on day out in Cheshire. This was a matter of days before. I mean, even if you're gonna cheat, right? And I'm sure that a lot of these women are well aware, I got a rich guy, he thinks he can do what he wants, he's an arrogant prick, and I'm gonna look the other way. That'll probably happen. But mate, you gotta at least take her to a fucking hotel room. What the hell is this shit? You're making us all look bad. This is a first team regular for England, and he's literally just walking around with his cock out in a bar. I can't understand how you could be that dumb. He's also got another kid, 2 years old, with Lauren Goodman. But then he's got 3 to his wife. This guy's been a busy dude, and clearly he can't help himself. He's a loose cannon, a loose penis. Let's hope she doesn't read the news. She doesn't look like it, I'll be honest. I'm joking. The appalling behaviour until 7 p.m. Who gets that cock out before 7 p.m? 11 p.m, I'm like, okay, sozzled. 7? What kind of lightweight is this guy? The first time he does it, one of the 2 women in the group shrieks and points as he laughs with a pal. Minutes later, the England and Man City defender appears to do it again, just feet away from 2 different women in a booth. He then walks over to shake their hands and say hello. Good game, good game. The video also shows the dad of 4 pawing at one of his friend's breasts and then snogging her. Wife Annie, 30, is nowhere to be seen. Walker's disgraceful antics came 24 hours after he helped his side beat Newcastle 2-0. I do think we should consider replaying that match after such disgraceful behaviour. It feels like that we've got grounds for a replay. Although Walker may claim his flashing was a joke, do you know what the funniest thing is people will just be like, he was just playing. Boys will be boys, do you know what I mean? It's fine. In other jobs, think about it. You get found out that you're flashing people at a bar at 5:30 on a Sunday. In a lot of other jobs, you lose your job for that. But because he's a footballer, he's just one of the lads. He's just a young'un, isn't he? Well, he's 32 years old and he's on 150 grand a week. Go on, get away with you little scamp. If I see that dick again, we'll be having words. What are the sponsors of Man City thinking as they're reading this? Teresa Parker of Women's Aid charity said said, whether it was done to shock, for a so-called laugh, or to intimidate, it depends how big it is and in terms of intimidation, really, because, you know, for those affected by the incident, exposure can be long-term effects, upsetting trauma. I get what she's saying here. Like, we can't minimize this. As much as I'm ridiculing this guy, this is fucking serious. And for people not to take it serious, but then this is what we call selective outrage, where anyone else does this, it's an absolute uproar, right? If a politician did this, we'd be going mental. But because it's a footballer, could we hold these guys to any lower standards? You'd think they were just fucking cavemen with wage packets. And if there's no repercussions, it possibly gives them the confidence to see what they can get away with next time. And I don't think Kyle Walker, personally, is going to go on a rampage and start attacking women in back alleys and all of that sort of crap, right? But the point is the reason that there are repercussions for this sort of behaviour is because a lot of those freaks who do that sort of shit, this is how it starts. So they have to clamp down on it. You know, whether it's a fine or whatever, I'm not saying he should go to jail. I'm not a fucking copper, but it's completely out of order and it's embarrassing to everyone at Manchester City and every footballer out there. Like, this guy is bringing them all down by doing this sort of shit. Someone needs to have a fucking word. Walker was shown the red card by Annie, his teenage sweetheart, in 2019 after Ex on the Beach TV star Laura Brown said they had repeatedly romped in his Bentley. I owned a Bentley once, and I could tell you what, if you're gonna shag, that's the car to do it in. Fucking beautiful. If I was a woman, I'd love to get fucked in a Bentley, honestly. Annie took him back to their Cheshire home, but gave him the boot again in 2020 when he revealed that model Lauren Goodman, model's a bit of a strong one, was expecting his baby. I mean, that'll do it. Walker moved into a flat and days later was caught breaching lockdown rules after booking 2 escorts for a 4-hour sex session. Forgiving Annie let him off again, and he proposed last year with a £250,000 ring. I'm sure she'll be keeping that, just to be clear. This guy is a fucking imbecile, isn't he? Like, he's a bloody good right back, but he's an absolute shithouse. Let's have a look at the highlights here. Right, we're going to take a look at his best moments from the game. 90 minutes broken down. Over to you, Brian. Okay, thanks, Andy. Right, as you can see, he's walked into the bar there. Oh, and he wraps his arms around her and rocks her back and forward, trying to make her feel comfortable. He's trying to push her head. He actually just tried to, like, push her head forward to bend her over. What the fuck is this clown? He's trying to hump her. Now he's necking on. Now he's getting his dick out to these 2 women who seem to be like, I don't know if they put their hands on it or what. Was that? I'm assuming that's 2 women. What is he doing? There he is, dancing away. Oh, he's trying to, he's trying to hump her again from behind. Now he's got his dick out again. He's very proud of it. That's the thing. Self-confidence can't be taught, fellas. Someone's literally touching his dick now. What a prat. What an absolute prat. Genuinely, the state of this prick. One of my favourite articles to be linked to this one was a month ago, not even, Pep Guardiola hails return of behaving Kyle Walker to help Man City. Sorry, Chief, but you might want to look at this. Imagine Pep Guardiola's face as he's watching the CCTV of that. All right, that's enough of Kyle Walker with his knob out. We're going to wrap this up there. But before anyone defends him, and because of how stupid YouTube comments are generally, I'm sure there will be someone about to click. Think about this. The guy's a 32-year-old man with 4 kids. He's also a professional footballer for England who people look up to. I'm not expecting you to be a perfect role model, but for this kind of sex pest behaviour, if any of you lot out there knew that your mother, sister, or a friend you cared about or anything like that was subjected to someone going around and flashing their dick in their face in a pub, you'd want to beat the shit out of them. So I'll keep that same energy for Kyle Walker. I'll be doing more news stories, topics, solo videos like this, as well as the big table shows. So let me know if there's anything you want covered in the comments or on Twitter, and I'll be back with another video. But for now, stay subscribed to the Kickoff YouTube channel, hit that like button, and I'll see you on the next one.